like a race car flight, but it ain't a car. It's a super fast tortoise going the speed of light, breaking all the
Even in space, a group of tortoises is called a creep. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise Morning Coffee Show.
Woo woo! Hey. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. Yes, it is Monday. We got a full house today just to talk about MILL. It's kind of chat until day, but it's going to talk about MILL. Plus, we're going to debut a little new segment divider today. It's going to be fun. I hope it's fun. I hope it goes well. Hope people like it. I posted on Discord last night, on YouTube last night, so people can see it, give me their opinions. But hey, it is a wonderful day where we can work and play and get along with each other. Oh, everybody's so
Isn't that Arthur?
Yeah, it is Arthur.
Yeah.
All right, let's introduce the people we got. First of all, hey. First of all,
time to rock. We got the TheoneRAYman.
Woo-woo.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I am currently still snowed in, so I am not at the lounge, but I'm here.
Yeah.
So let's do this thing.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Then we have MTG-HILLBILLY.
Dang, blag it.
That was awesome. Hillbilly did the devil horns.
What's up, everybody?
I was not expecting that, but
Yeah,
I totally rock.
Hillbilly, I appreciate you repping the horns, even though I can't. So thank you.
That was awesome. We have Captain Waffle. Hey.
Stay syrupy, everyone.
Yeah. So I need to make you an intro like everybody else, because it's fun, because they give us.
You still have the old one? You still have the other one? This is how waffles are made.
I do not have that. That's on my old computer. All right. Then we got
Lone Wolf.
Yeah, Lone Wolf. Hey.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? It is Monday. And, today's one of those Mondays you just feel like it's Monday. It's like Garfield's Monday. You just don't want to do anything. You don't want to get up. You just want to eat lasagna and go to bed.
Yep.
But yeah. But hey, we're here. Hopefully we're going to wake you up, get you a little spaz, a little excitement going on, get some energy flowing. Hope you got your coffee or favorite libation to wake you up for the day, because you gotta drag those feet to work anyways. Well, drag your feet to listening to Super Fast Tortoise in the show with all our friends and everything.
I'm just sitting here chugging syrup,
Yeah, chugging syrup. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, my friends, it has been an awesome weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. Yesterday, my wife took a nap, so I took the advantage of taking some time to make the new segment divider, and I burn a new CD onto MP3 format, which was Korn's Greatest Hits, which was awesome.
Way to date yourself talking about burning a CD.
Right. I burned a CD. I still burn CDs. Well, I didn't burn the CD. I ripped the CD, I should say. I ripped the CD. I didn't burn the CD. I ripped.
Is it their old greatest hits album, the one that came out like, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago?
About, probably. Yeah, because one of the songs I wanted from them was not on the album, which was Coming Undone. Yeah. But it has Freak on a Leash and a lot of good songs. It has the Wall version they did.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one that's the good one that they put out.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a funny meme. Speaking of Korn, it said, "My taste in music," and it says, "Korn, I'm depressed. Slipknot, I'm angry and depressed. Linkin Park, I'm depressed." Then it says "System of a Down," and then it just starts playing the song "Banana, Banana, Banana, Terracotta Pie."
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Well, and I was listening to some Korn and some Blink 182 before I started getting on the show. Well, the last song I listened to was by Green Day, which was "Do You Have the Time to Listen to Me Whine?" Da 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 da. Monetization, copyright stuff. All right. Hello.
I think you were under the 5 seconds.
Right. What's up, Jet? How's it going? Says, what are you doing? We're all talking. We're going to be talking about Magic soon. Just a question.
Yep.
All right.
Just an answer.
That's right. So, let's get down to business, right? Let's get down to business. Let's get to that one segment of the day that gets us going, which I need to move that over here.
Card of the day.
Ho, ho, ho. Card of the day is Increasing Confusion. One of my favorite cards for Mill from the original Innistrad block. Yeah. Increasing Confusion costs X and blue. It says target player puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. And if Increasing Confusion was kicked or cast from a graveyard, that player puts twice that many cards from his or her graveyard instead.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
You're confused, I bet. Increasing Confusion is really awesome. It's a good mill card. It mills an opponent, but you can mill 2 opponents. It's really strong if you have Bruvac out, because if you have Bruvac out, the first ability is pretty much mill twice X, and with Bruvac out, when you flashback it, it's quadruple the X. It's insane.
Nice.
Yeah. Increasing Confusion, so good. I mean, you guys have you guys played with this card before?
Nope.
Nope. Come on.
Actually, I take that back. I did draft it a couple times during that because it's actually really good in draft.
I used to play this in Turbo Fog during the time it was out, and it was awesome. This with the Atlas, where you tap it, you put a charge counter on the Atlas, and each opponent mills a card. TCGdudes, up dudes? That is a decent mill card on a budget. Feel there are better options these days. There's definitely different options these days.
Yep.
I actually had an auto win one time against a Turbo Fog player. They had 0 creatures in their deck, so I cast Telemann Performance and milled their entire deck out because they had no creatures.
Right.
Wow.
My deck had creatures, thank God. They were mana dorks. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Who's playing Oops All Spells as anything other than Legacy?
No, Turbo Fog and Standard, there was back in 2010 or something like that during a Lara block. There was a Turbo Fog deck that played 0 creatures.
Right.
Because it basically would steal all your stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that sounds good. But Increasing Confusion, really fun card. Like TCGdudes said, there's probably better cards out there nowadays, and I think there's more direct cards for milling. But before the recent power creep mill, this was pretty top notch.
Well, if we're talking Commander, this card is pretty powerful for Commander. Being as if you're playing some kind of mill deck where you have mana rocks and mana acceleration, you can just power this out quickly, especially with a Provac. Yeah, you can annihilate somebody quickly, but one of my top favorites of all time is Jace Memory Adept. It's just a solid mill 10 every turn.
Oh yeah, Jace Memory Adept. Tibalts has that in his mill deck. That was a good upgrade for his deck.
I'll make the argument that this card is worse in Commander because you're just hitting one player with it. Maybe you hit a second player with it on the flashback, but it's all you're going to do is incur somebody's wrath, and you're going to make yourself go, oh, this guy's like a bigger target than they already are because they just milled this guy for 8, and then a Bruvac made it to 16. Yeah, we should probably get rid of them immediately, or none of us are going to get to play our decks.
Well, the other thing too is you can use it on yourself too. If you have some kind of reanimation strategy, you can mill yourself out.
Oh
yeah, for sure. If you're playing Reanimator, then this is fine.
Yep. TCGdudes says, "Hey, Captain Waffles, glad to hear your voice on the show today." Yeah. With that, we're gonna move to the picture of the day. The picture of the day is that feeling the feeling you get when looking at MTG and TMT cards from Universes Beyond. Yeah, eating an apple with that card. I know. I'm just excited for it.
Yeah. Well, they should be releasing the rest of the cards soon after they do their little preview video. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that preview video. I'm hoping they did something fun like they did with Lorwyn. Like, I don't think they'll make Jim Henson Puppets of the Turtles because that'd be too awesome. I think they'll do something cartoony, which I'm hoping they do.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're going to spoil the turtles or if they're just going to spoil the Strixhaven.
Oh, so
because they did give us the turtle cards with the pre-release.
That's funny.
I'm just talking sarcastic.
I know. That's why I said zing. You're zinging Wizards of Ghost. Yeah. I'm glad the AI is doing a lot better with the turtles. But yeah, I'm excited for the set. Can't wait to get everything I can get from it. Holy cow! It's gonna be awesome.
That one shredder card they spoiled, the 1/1 menace that grows. That one looks really good.
Super Shredder, yeah.
That card's getting cracked in Commander, especially if they don't change. If they don't change the rules on how players leaving the game counts, because currently in the rules, a player leaving the game, if they die, all of their permanents leave the battlefield. They don't just cease to be. So if you kill somebody, you have a Super Shredder in play, you're going to get a whole bunch of counters on them.
Right. Then I'm also excited for that Krang Ultram Warlord or Warrior.
Yep.
The one who was a 9 for a 9/9 with all the abilities and indestructible.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. It's going to be nuts. Going to be nuts, my friends. But with that, we're going to move on to the next part, which is presented by Discord. We have the question of the day. The question of the day is brought to you by me because I came up with the question because I wanted to be clever. Let's see what I asked. Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is your favorite little pet mill card? Yes. What little mill card is out there that you just love? And it could be a backdoor mill card. It could be any card that you can find in the mill deck that deals with milling. So let's go.
Well, I'd have to say Singularity Rupture.
Mm-hmm. Singularity Rupture is a good card. It's a board wipe and a mill strategy all in one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite fond of Thought Scour.
Thought Scour is really good too. Thought Scour. But that's the one where you target player mills 2 cards, you draw a card, right?
Correct.
Correct. All right. Tortoise is not out of the game yet.
I'm going to have to say, didn't say please.
Oh. Didn't say please. That's from. All right, hold on.
That's from Throne of Eldraine.
Yep.
And it's mill 3 and counter targets. They mill 3 and you counter target spell.
Yes. Counter target spell controller puts the top 3 cards. Oh, it's not mill, but it still mills. It puts the top 3 cards of the library in the graveyard. Yeah, wording. But it's still
Did
good.
they errata it? Did they errata it?
Not that I know of.
Just take a look.
Oh no, they did.
They did. Yep, they did.
All right.
Current target spells, controlling mills 3 cards.
All right, that's good. I wonder if it's in a reprint somewhere. Hold on, I'm looking at the stuff right there. Is there a reprint? No, there's no reprint yet. So I need to reprint the card yet. And then say please. What about you, Lone Wolf?
Oh, this is where you guys are gonna laugh because I can't give you just one. I got 4.
Wow.
Ooh.
And these are cards ever since the day I found out about mill. They go into every black blue deck that has any sort of mill. I got Mind Funeral, Mind Crank, Consuming Aberration, and Miracle of Osk.
Some classics, all classics.
I love those cards almost more than Magic itself.
That's crazy. That's a good roster of old school Magic right there.
What's the one that I can't think of? It's like Unspeakable something. It's blue and a black mill 10 from Ravnica.
Glimpse of the Unthinkable.
Glimpse the Unthinkable. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Blue black sorcery, target player mill 10 cards. Classic. I used to run that card back in the day too. But am I the only one who's gonna go with a backdoor mill card? Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought someone would be like clever and be like, say what I was gonna say. But no, my favorite, and I'll give you 2 cards now. Since Lone Wolf gave us 4, I'll give you 2. It's probably gonna confuse the hell out of Hillbilly. But Font of Mythos and Howling Mine.
Okay.
Those are just draw more cards.
Yeah, they're backdoor mill.
Yeah. So you want to know my favorite backdoor mill strategy?
What's up?
Vendy Click Tunnel Vision.
Ooh.
I've never heard anyone talk about card draws backdoor mill. Tor, I'm gonna have to get an explanation on this.
Really?
If you're gonna go backyard mill or card draw, why not add Forced Fruition to that mix?
That's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a savage one.
So what's backdoor mill? So the strategy to mill is to deplete your opponent's deck. Backdoor mill is milling cards into their hand. So, like when they draw into their Ulamog and stuff, it doesn't go to the graveyard and shuffle into the graveyard, it goes to their hand.
And that is why when I played Vendy Click, I always played one Laboratory Maniac and a way to get him back in case somebody else is playing mill, or I wanted to mill myself to win the game.
Okay, people who are watching this, who are wanting to build your first mill deck, hi, I'm TheoneRAYman, and I'm going to be the voice of reason on this. Do not make your opponents draw a bunch of cards. This is a bad strategy. You will lose games by making your opponents draw a bunch of cards, because if they build their deck even reasonably well, you're going to draw them into their answers. Please do not do this. This is a bad idea. Thank you.
I guess I had more experience with mill than you did.
Well, not to mention, to counteract mill players, you need to play things like Gaia's Blessing or Blessed Respite, or things that allow you to shuffle your graveyard back into your library so you can get around that.
Right.
And also, like, making your opponents draw a bunch of extra cards doesn't stop their Ulamog. They're just going to have to discard it at the end of turn and still shuffle their stuff into their library. Like, you haven't stopped that. You've just added half of the stuff to it.
How many people don't play a Reliquary Tower or a Thought Vessel or something to where they have no maximum hand size and can't actually do a cleanup?
I mean, most people do, but like if I'm playing against a mill player and they drop a Howling Mine early, I'm like, well, I guess this Reliquary Tower is just going to sit in my hand as a dead card.
TCGdudes, man. Cacophony is a solid card. Milling 8 cards is always good.
Yeah.
So backdoor mill, you have to run in strategies. And when you're running like backdoor mill strategies, obviously going to plan for it. So you got to have your counter spells and other things in suite, ready to go. Like when I played mill and extra backdoor mill in Necrosar the Mind Razor, which was basically a lot of backdoor milling, making your opponents draw a lot and lose life. You got to work around that with all your control and essence of control. So So it ain't just like put extra draw cards in a solid mill deck. You got to plan around that.
I mean, I guess I just have a problem with making your opponents draw cards backdoor mill.
Let's call backdoor mill because it's
when I got in the Urza block when I would get Stroke of Genius to death, I didn't say, "Boy, they milled me." I'm like, no, I just drew my entire deck. Or
so in a mill strategy, backdoor milling is milling out is basically making them lose cards out of their deck without hitting the graveyard. Even exile, like was called backdoor mill.
You could just call it alternative too. It's an alternative mill strategy. If backdoor triggers.
Right, but we called it backdoor mill back in the day because it's like we're milling you, but you're not paying attention to its mill strategy. That's what people are doing. So that's why those card draw things are good because like you might be happy you're drawing more cards. I'm happy you're losing more cards out of your deck.
Right, but
you're backdoor mill, man. That's right.
Giving people card advantage over you is just not normally a good idea, and I'm still not sure it's a good idea in this specific instance.
Yeah, I understand what Rayman's trying to say because typically the person who draws the most cards in Magic, and not always, but majority of the time, sees more information of their library and has more options and choices to dictate the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that point of view that he's bringing, but also if you're doing that to people to make them draw more cards, you usually fine tune your deck in a way to where even if they do get extra cards, you have a very reactive type deck to be able to handle crazy board states or stacks or whatever.
Right. But you're all like in 1v1, this makes far more sense.
Right.
But in Commander, if you're making your 3 other opponents all draw a bunch of cards, there isn't enough interaction in a deck to stop 3 people from killing you.
Well, it depends. But with that, let's get to the topic finally.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. This is a free show on YouTube. It is completely volunteer based. This program is made possible by viewers like you, and share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And also by contributions made to your Super Fast Tortoise channel and from viewers like you. Y'all rock. You are awesome.
You're crazy!
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Oh,
Yeah. Was that good?
yeah.
As long as you guys think it's good. I try to get other people's opinions because I can be biased on something, you know. But anyways, backdoor mill. You don't put in backdoor mill if you don't have a plan for it, my friends.
I just have to say real quick, that reminded me a lot of PBS.
That's so the reason why that came out is there's this guy who makes fun of another channel kind of thing. Well, he doesn't make channel. He points out like a lot of faults on this channel because this guy's like a big YouTuber and he's like, let's do this. It's called the Yank My Woo in the South. Who points out a lot of things that happen in a channel called Yankee in the South. And anyways, he does a lot of PBS things and it got stuck in my brain. So I'm like, let's do a PBS thing. Buzzard, I need MTG-MILL to beat Saffron Olive up in the arena next time. He went down too easily to Jank. Wow.
I'm going to try.
That's funny, but yeah. So, mill. Like backdoor mill is a solid strategy if you're doing certain things. Last time I played backdoor mill was definitely a 1v1 strategy. It was standard, but like backdoor mill commander, you have to have all the answers. You have to be a controlling deck. If you're gonna give everybody all the answers they need, you gotta have the answers for those answers. So
yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like you're gonna be limited on mana because you only have so much, right? And if you're doing stuff to make all your opponents draw cards, you are burning through your resources, giving your opponents resources, and like someone's going to get something through.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like you do not have enough counter spells. You do not have enough mana, even if you had enough counter spells to stop everybody's strategy.
And this is where you become a politician and go, hey, look at all the cards I'm giving you. Why would you take me out? I'm giving you all this ammo.
Right.
And you hope that there's not someone at the table who's going to point out that they're just going to kill us if we do not kill them immediately.
Well, that depends. In all honesty, it depends on the group. But like, because a lot of people nowadays that we play against, there's specifically other people. Like one of them's not here right now, but who love to draw their deck to very minimum based when they play.
Mm-hmm.
So give them that little extra oomph. Because sometimes, like I've done this before, where sure I was giving my opponents a lot of the answers, but they drew out their deck faster than they could win, and that was a standard time. And no one's not going to build Turbo Fog in Commander, which I'm surprised that's not a deck I haven't built in Commander yet.
I mean, Angus McKenzie is a deck. Just tap him and prevent all combat damage that be dealt this turn. That's a thing. I've seen it personally. It is unfun to play against.
Right. It's free time walks, basically. But yeah. But still, it is crazy. It is cool. But there's more than just backdoor mill. I know backdoor mill lit a fire under your butt. But because it brought you some inspiration to think about it. But
You
like
could say it came in through the back door there.
That's right. But like there are different types of mill. Like one card I was digging through was an Ashiok card. I'm like, I don't know if Hillbilly has this card. But it's
Oh, is it the one that mills 4 and then they exile their graveyard? The Planeswalker?
No, exiles the top 3 cards of target opponent's library for +2, neg X. Put a target creature card with converted mana cost X, exile, Ashiok, Nightmare, Reaver onto the battlefield if you want. Which most people use the +2. And the last one is neg 10, all exile cards from target opponent's hands and graveyards.
I like Dream Render, the 3-mana one where you just -1, mill 4, exile their graveyard.
Yeah, that one's really strong too. Yeah, I don't know if he has that one either.
If you play that with the Nightmare one from it's the mono black version, I think I could be wrong, but I think the ultimate on the mono black version deals X damage based on all mana costs in exile or something like that.
Yeah, if you would pay life, well, your library has at least that many cards in it. Exile that many cards from your library, top of your library instead. All right. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Exile one of them, put them in your hand. Grade 2, 1/1 Nightmare creature tokens. Target player exiles the top X cards of their library, where X is the total amount of value cards you own in exile. Oh man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's crazy. It looks like Hillbilly needs to get some Ashioks in his deck.
Yeah, buddy.
And then there was is it Phoenox, the Theros god, the black blue one that you tap a creature and based on its toughness, they mill that many cards?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know.
It is the Demir one.
It'd be interesting to play it as like a what is that, Esper color, and have that new wall from Avatar in there and just be like mill 30.
Wow.
I don't know how to spell Phoenix.
PHENAX.
All right, Phoenix, God of Deception. 3 generic, blue and black, indestructible. The devotion stuff. When creatures you control have tap, target player puts the top X cards of his library into his graveyard, where X is that creature's toughness. Woo! That's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, see, I almost would like to play a 5-color mill deck and have like, what's that? It's like 1 in quadruple green where it doubles your creature's power and toughness at combat. So you double that wall into a 60 and just be like mill 60, mill 60. Have things that make it to where you can untap it in the same turn. Like if you could, like you have, what is it? Mind Over Matter, I think it is, the Urza card, where you can tap something to untap something or whatever, and you just do that and just mill everybody out.
Right, that sounds awesome. And 5-color decks are just awesome in general, so I won't complain.
I mean, it's a lot of combo pieces, but it's like if you're just playing for fun, Now, even if you're not playing for fun, you can still go Esper. You don't even have to double it. Just have it to where you can keep untapping it in the same turn. And everybody's deck's what, 100? By then, you would need probably 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 activations of tapping that wall. 8 to 9 in a turn to kill everybody.
Right. Hold on. I'm sending HILLBILLY all these cards we talked about.
Oh, Mill is one of my favorite strategies. I actually won a standard invitational tournament with Mill.
Right. You know what also goes good with Mill? Dredge.
Yep.
Dredge is good for Mill, especially if you have a self mill strategy going on. Because like most time when people mill themselves, they're milling others. When they mill others, they mill themselves. So having a backup plan, so just in case you outmill yourself with like the maniac, the laboratory maniac is a good idea. Is it just me, or is the word mill starting to sound weird? That's funny. Mill is kind of a weird word, isn't it?
Yep.
But it's based off a millstone card back in the day. I should build that this year. Yes, you should. But yeah, so mill's a strategy like I wanted to talk about today because one, I needed something easy to talk about, like because like I could talk about backdoor mill and stuff like that. I could talk about regular mill and stuff like that. But there's a lot of things I realized that HILLBILLY is learning about mill, and there's a lot of things he doesn't know, and there's things he does know, and we're trying to fill in those gaps. So this show is really to help HILLBILLY out with his understanding of mill. Like, because sometimes sacrifices must be made, and sometimes there's cards we just don't think about, and sometimes there's some cards that only other people think about, like the Walking Library, which is Lone Wolf. Usually knows every card I'm thinking of.
That tends to happen too much.
Yeah, that's a compliment, though. That's a compliment, by the way.
I would say the best strategy for Mill, and I feel like a lot of newer players fall into this trap when they play Mill, is they feel like everything has to mill, right?
Right.
Like I said, I won a standard invitational with Mill, where the only card in the deck that milled was Jace Memory Adept. I had 3 of them in the deck, and that was it. Everything else was to assist Jace, basically to keep him alive. So there was nothing but removal, counter, and draw. And once I got the game stabilized in a position to where I could win, then I slapped the Jace down, and they literally couldn't do anything.
Right.
Now, Commander, obviously a little bit different monster because you can only play 1 copy of things.
Right.
I still feel the strategy is maybe 10% of the deck has the mill type strategy where it's a solid mill card. Like literally that's all the card does is mill. So like Tasha's Laughter, Jace Memory Adept, things like that.
Right.
And then the other stuff like your utility, like Didn't Say Please, if it can mill and do something, great. Like if it can kill something in mill or counter something in mill, then you add those in as quote unquote mill cards. But you want to have a lot of like Forbidden Alchemy, Black Sun Zenith, Damnation, like a lot of these support cards to keep the board clean so that you're not taking damage, ways to counter things that you can't kill with your sweeper effects, like things that remove planeswalkers or other stuff. So you're wanting to have your strategy as mill, but then your supporting cast of around that other 10% is your counter, your kill, and your draw.
That's insanity.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's pretty good. And Doomsday Executioner is amazing.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I have a copy of it in my Kalia deck. Yeah.
I have a copy of it, but I don't have it in a deck. I had it in a deck once just to play it to see how fun it was, and it did shorten the game a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I don't know if we should be calling Doomsday Excruciator mill, because it does exile your graveyard, but it's not milling. Milling is a very specific.
It exiles your deck.
Yeah,
right, well, yeah, it exiles your library down to 6. Yeah,
it's part of that backdoor milling we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Yes.
Like I just don't want to get people confused because milling is a very specific mechanic that has a very specific, like it is a thing.
Yep, you're right.
Removing all but 6 cards of your library isn't milling. It's just exiling your library.
Right. Yeah, see, backdoor milling is basically other ways than actual milling. Like
I think we're like it's just called decking your opponent, right? Like we had a name for this. We it's called decking your opponent. If you're milling them, you're putting cards in their graveyard. If you're trying to do what Doomsday Excruciator's doing, you're decking them.
Yeah, you're pretty much decking them. But yep, different ways to do it. That could be a fun card in Hillbilly's deck.
Yeah.
Especially if he's got lots of red counters on his opponents.
Yeah, I honestly thought about doing that myself.
Right.
Putting it in the deck.
Feldy!
Look.
You actually made it for a show for a second. What's up? Hey. Welcome. There's Hillbilly. There's Rayman, Captain Waffles, Lone Wolf. We're all here. We're excited to see you. Whoa.
Woo-hoo.
It's effectively a mill, Rayman, says TCGdude.
Yep.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, Rayman's actually correct. Like mill is an actual mechanic, and so when you say something like Doomsday is milling, you can't say that because there are cards in the game that say when an opponent mills or when a player mills, do this, and that won't trigger it. So he's absolutely correct by saying it's not mill.
Yeah,
I just don't want to confuse. I just don't want to confuse people.
No, you're
no,
good.
absolutely.
No, mill is actually a mechanical word nowadays.
Yep.
It used to not be.
It is.
Recent history. Yeah. Feldy says, I can't believe I have no meeting right now. Whoa. That's 25 minutes. Well, you got less than 25 minutes to finish the show. We love you. Yeah, we love you, TCG too. Yeah, love everybody. Yeah, we're excited. Ooh, but yeah, so like Psychic Drain, what I think it was called, is a good counter spell for mill. Counter target spell, target player puts the top 2 cards of the library. Sorry. Too late, Ray. I'm permanently confused. That's right. So like I guess the best stories I have about milling was in Standard. It's been years for a while since mill was actually good in Commander. Now mill's becoming competitive in Commander. There's I know an infinite mill combo in Commander because it ain't Standard anymore. But it effectively took Midnight Guard, this 1-mana blue spell from Tarkir's block era, where it gave a creature the ability to tap to give a creature to tap and return a permanent to its owner's hand. So Midnight Guard says if an artifact enters the battlefield, you untap them. So you get a 0-mana artifact or an artifact like Astral Cornucopia, and you have a Alter the Brood out in the battlefield, and you cast a spell, a Midnight Guard, and you tap them, return a Cornucopia to your hand, cast it for free, and tap your dude, and your opponent mills a card, and you repeat the process over and over again.
Wow.
Alter the Brood.
Yep. That's why it's in
I think you're thinking of the wrong card there, Tortoise.
Midnight Guard?
Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, untap Midnight Guard.
Let's see.
Midnight Guard goes with Presence of Gone.
Huh. Well, what am I thinking of? Well, Midnight Guard, you can use Ornithopter too, so.
Or Memnite.
Memnite, yeah. So, there you go.
You had me confused.
Wrong card. Well, there's a card I was thinking of, but yeah, Midnight Guard is one on the right trail. But yeah, so it's still there. The one I used was an artifact in Standard. Let's see.
My favorite will always be Vindy Clicker, Hinder, or Spell Crumple, and then Tunnel Vision them.
Yeah, when you click back in the day. You're showing your age.
Yeah, I could really show my age.
Don't do it.
I mean,
Don't do it.
I was talking about dying in Urza block. So
Yeah, I remember playing. I remember drafting Onslaught and nobody would take fetches.
Yeah, right? Fetches are so good.
I don't know where you drafted Onslaught block, but those people were dumb because fetches were cracked, especially if you were playing anything other than just standard. Like we played a ton of 1.5 back then, and oh my god, you want to talk about just it's the biggest change I've ever seen in a format. Fetches changed 1.5, which is Legacy now, in ways I can't even describe the way that the decks changed in that format when fetches dropped an Onslaught block.
All right, and Lumen Grid Sentinel is the commander version I was thinking about. It's a card from Mirrodin back in the original Mirrodin from 2005, 2006 era. And it costs 2 generic on blue. Well, it has flying. It's a 1/2. So whenever artifact comes into play under your control, you may untap. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's tap target. No, maybe I just got the wrong thing going on. All right. Well. I
Also, Mirrodin was 2000, not 2005.
All right.
No, it was like 2003 or 4.
It was 2004ish because
because I was a freshman in high school when Mirrodin block was out, and it was 2001.
Oh,
Mirrodin set dropped. The first Mirrodin dropped on October 2nd, 2003.
Okay, so I know it wasn't 2005, 2006.
Yeah,
because I graduated high school and Mirrodin was out before I graduated.
MTG Obsession says, "How is the vertical stream treating you?" I'm on a laptop right now, and it's just so weird. Well, I'm doing both vertical and horizontal, so there's 2 streams, and vertical just brings in like more people, and vertical and horizontal brings in all the regulars. Also, here's my take on Lorna Eclipse will be like Bloomborough. It will have some sneaky good cards that really dominate and skyrocket. That is very true.
yep.
I agree with that. But yeah, so anyways, Midnight Guard is a card I used back in the day. So I must have been Ornithopter, now Astro Cornucopia that I used because I know I didn't cheat. So yeah. So check it out. Check it out. Wait, hold on. Yeah. My brain is just fried. But anyways. How's everybody doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that if you're starting out playing Magic, like playing Commander specifically, and you're going to like play with people that you're just starting out, you're going to an LGS, I would not recommend MILL.
No, MILL.
It's
Mill's a bad
and
choice.
not just because it's hard to play, because it's not necessarily harder to play than their strategy. It's just pretty universally disliked. And you're going to draw a lot of unwanted attention to yourself. And I've seen it firsthand. We had some new people come in about a year and a half ago, super into Fallout. So they bought the Mothman deck and brought it and played, and they just kept getting targeted. And I was like, yeah. So thankfully I was able to find them a Caesar precon, and they played Caesar and had much, much, much more fun because they weren't just the first person to die in every pod they sat down in. MILL's one of those things that you have to know going into your game, hey, I am going to be the target. And if not, then great. Like if you're not the target, then awesome. But you're probably gonna be the target. And that's just the bonus side of playing MILL is that you get to be the arch enemy for a game.
All right, so I just confirmed it. It is Ornithopter. retraction helix and midnight guard. So yeah, it was an ornithopter. I don't know what I asked for cornucopia in my brain. All right, I had to figure that out. Tyrannosaurus Rex, not enough coffee toward. That's right, not enough coffee. Well, it's been over 10 years, so my memory is kind of rough. Like Tarkir Dragonstorm, or this last Tarkir set came out 10 years after the original version. That's that's during the time I met my wife to be.
And another thing to add in too with what Rayman's saying about being targeted. When you're a newer player, you are a little bit more exuberant with playing your spells, meaning you're not as methodical with knowing that if I just start dumping my mill spells on somebody, I just become a huge threat. Like if you are a mill deck and you're not playing a commander that screams mill, but you've built around it enough to know how to mill people out. Like for instance with Vindiclick. Vindiclick doesn't scream mill. It screams control. And I used to mill people out with it all the time because I was sneaky with it. That's what you have to kind of do if you're going to be a mill player, is you got to be non-threatening as long as possible to kind of fly under the radar. And then you burst out and you kill everybody with the mill. It's more of like you just kind of set and you wait and you bide your time. And when you have the opportunity, then you go for it. That's one of the best strategies I've ever seen people who play mill do. There is the strategy of just like, I'm just going to burn hard and bright and hope I get everybody. But mill is a very calculated control. Like you have to be counting cards. You have to be and doing it mentally so that they don't pick up on.
Yeah, you got to learn to play with mill. Well, like mill is not a strategy you just flirt with. It's something you have to work around. Miro Gandhi says, "Are you going to talk about the secret lair drop happening now? You're talking about the Fallout one because that's the only one I see." And
is there a secret lair drop happening right now?
It's Fallout. Like
when isn't there?
I thought that was last weekend.
That's the only freshest one I see on their page. I double checked to see
the newest one coming out is called Secret Lair Chaos Vault. Laurelin with a twist. The 4 cards in there that I could see is Wood Elves, Sky Shroud Claim, Nature's Lure, and it looks like Dryad Arbor.
You said Chaos Vault?
It's what it shows up to me in my. I get an email from the Secret Lair anytime a drop comes out.
So you got Wood Elves, Sky Shroud Claim, Nature's Lure,
and Dryad Arbor.
That's it. Nothing else.
That's it.
So save your money, basically.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
that's horrendous.
Probably going to pay more money than what the cards are worth.
The artwork looks bad. Why? Look. Watch. Hold on a second. Let me.
They do not look good. These are not attractive cards. I'm sorry, whoever the artist is. I don't mean to downplay your work, but these are not attractive cards. I do not want to put these in decks.
Yeah, these ones like these cards all together.
Wow,
is not worth the $30.
Nope.
No, God no. Is Dryad Arbor is probably the most expensive of those cards, and I think it's $3 or something.
Right. So yeah, I mean, if you want to get it, I'm not going to yuck your yum. Get it if you just like the style, but that's not for me.
Me neither.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't think that that the Fallout, because I thought the Fallout one was last week. Because I remember one of our guys who's really big into Fallout saying he was able to get the Dogmeat one, the one that has Yoshimaru and some equipment for it. It's really. He really likes Voltron, so I was like, I'm pretty sure Evan said this last week. Did I imagine that?
It fell to you. I was definitely on the wrong stream side. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's an okay secret lair drop. It is like, look, these might become collectible later on but like only get these if you actually like the artwork on them. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Wizards of the Coast making, to me, not so great art like this.
Mm-hmm. I would like at least have the money value in the cards.
Right?
And I was
feel
wrong.
like-
Dryad Arbor's $5 now. I apologize. It's
But yeah,
$5 for Dryad
like-
Arbor.
They could like look. Wizards of the Coast when it comes to secret layers nowadays, it feels like they could do better, but they just do the bare minimum.
Some of them are really cool. I really like the tattoo one.
right.
I think it's really cool. I
Right.
really like a lot of the cards out of that one. But this one, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were. Maybe they were thinking like, because I'm kind of looking at the art, thinking maybe it's especially the Sky Shroud claim.
Mm.
It's kind of like old English folk art. The Dryad Arbor is very reminiscent of Copper Thunderbird, who was an indigenous artist out of Canada. I just don't know what they were. I don't know what they were going for with this set exactly.
Miro Gandhi.
Well,
Hold on. Miro Gandhi says, "I just got it because the $20 price point for the foil of those cards. That's not bad.
Nice.
If that's what you're going for, go for it. I mean, like I said earlier, I could have got an ice tiller that I needed for a deck, but I got another card for the collector's value of it. Like, because I speculate this card to keep going up unless they like do a massive reprint again, which who knows? But like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna, it's just not.
Two things come to mind, right? One is even Chris Cox has said, if it's not for you, don't buy it. Not everything is for you. And two, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, obviously, not everyone's going to like everything that comes out, but if it fancies, if it tickles your pickle, then grab it. It's like, if it doesn't, then just don't buy it. But I mean, I am also under the same pretense of like, why are we printing 700 secret layers a year? But at the same time, that's a whole nother topic that we've beat to a dead horse.
Mm-hmm.
The point is like, vote with your wallet. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
And if you look real carefully, you'll notice something about these cards. This secret layer got pushed back because these cards have a 2025 copyright on them.
Yeah,
so
right.
this secret layer should have been last year.
Right. With like Lorwyn should have been last year.
Correct.
Yep.
Which brings me up to my next segment before we get to the final segment was what they did with pre-release cards. They could take some of their energy from secret layers and decorate pre-release cards that way without the date on them so they can push it around. But instead, they just got lazy and just took off the date.
Yep.
Oh. But anyways, my friend.
I mean, they've gotten lazier and lazier. I remember when pre-release came out and it said the actual date, like September whatever of 2000 whatever.
Right.
Then it changed to just, this came out in 2025. Now it's just like, now you can't even tell.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But my friends, it is time to get to
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Shoulders lit, MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hey, everybody. It's time to get to that gold. That mill gold. That's right, everybody.
That back door.
Yeah, that's gold. That's right. Next time you play Hillbilly, make sure to mill him into fruition. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. All right, everybody, it's time to get to the shill section, thrill section, where everybody starts shilling, and we're gonna start shilling with the Lone Wolf.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on. Don't forget to like the video and just help support everybody here. Let's get all their numbers up.
Yeah, let's hit that subscribe button.
Go.
With that, we'll roll over to Captain Waffles.
I don't have much to shill. I've been kind of working on things, but not really working on things. My kids tried to push me to make more content again, so I might start doing that. So we'll see.
You can always start off small.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. With that, we're going to roll over to the TheoneRAYman.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I'm not at Mr. B's Game Lounge. We're all still snowed in, but hopefully we'll be back there tomorrow. We will not be having our stream games this week. Just too many people still snowed in. While I only got 4 or 5 inches of snow, a few of the people who were going to play in our stream games got over a foot of snow.
Woo!
So they are unable to make it. So hopefully we'll be back next week with some stream games. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Check us out at Mr. B's Game Lounge. And I am going to steal a line from my all-time favorite TV host and say we are on a 23-hour break, and we'll see you guys manana.
Mm-hmm. Nice. With that, my friends, we're going to roll over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. This will be coming up on February 25th, where I'll be playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, but as far as this afternoon, I will be doing a stream at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to try to brew up a new deck. I mean, it's possible because, these cards ain't having time to breathe. Because they're dropping so many sets so quick. But I'm going to try to have a new deck to play this afternoon on Arena.
Ooh. Let's go. Let's check it out. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, now just everybody take a moment. Just adore the look of Hillbilly right now. Just look at him. All right, he switched the screen over just for me. All right, everybody. I want to thank you guys for watching. Today's Monday, so we'll be doing something later on today around 7 p.m. So check it out, see what we're gonna do. Are we gonna play some games, or are we gonna just do a live chat and chill? I don't know. You come and figure out. If you're part of Discord, you could figure out what's going on and participate in the show, like picture of the day, card of the day, and stuff like that. You're always welcome to do that. But with that, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here. Everybody on the show, Hillbilly, Lone Wolf, Rayman, Captain Waffle, thank you for being here. Everybody in chat, Feldy, yes, Feldy, thank you. Mary Grandi, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate your comment and content. We love everybody who stopped by. TCGdude, Aerosaurus Rex, everybody stop by. You rock, you rule. I want to remind you that you're all loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change they need today. With that, I want to thank you, my channel members, which everybody here is a channel member. I appreciate you guys. Everybody who's a channel member out there in the world, want to let you know I appreciate you. Plus the subscribers, people who subscribe to the channel, help grow the channel. You rock, you roll. And with that, my friends, we're going to get out of here to the end show and scene. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends have been the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show.